Hey everyone, it's Kate here. So as promised, I'm making a video about Slack. Not just Swarm City's Slack, but everybody's Slack, if you will, and really about communication. Now, total disclaimer, in case you don't know, I do not work or get paid at all by Swarm City. I am a person who's been around a long, long time, who is about projects and business and communication, etc. But I want to talk about just using Slack, if you will, and it has. I'm going to take you back a little bit. I might ramble a little bit, but first of all, I want to tell you that I am a swarm butterfly. What does that mean? How am I defining myself? Kate, right? That means that Kate is the type of person that goes in and out of every single topic. I belong to all the channels, right? And I communicate a lot with people individually. Why is that important to tell you that? Well, the reason being is that most people aren't like that. Most people like a lot of focus, and and there's a lot of people that trade, who do trading and sweet tokens, SWAT tokens. That could care less about even being in this Slack. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because at first I'm like, well, geez, why in the world would you be trading our precious tokens that are part of our ecosystem, et cetera, et cetera? Don't you know all about the story about the project, Swarm City? Don't you know about that? And the bottom line is, they quite frankly don't care. People come in from all different parts, whether they're on Facebook, whether they're on Twitter, whether they're here in the Slacker. Guess what? There are people that aren't in any of that still know about the project Swarm City. So let's get back. I'm going to try to focus a little bit. It's very hard for me, but that's the reason why that there are channels. So each channel has a purpose, which you can drop down and discover the purpose for that. So just imagine for shits and giggles that you're invited by somebody, or you find out, and you do join the Slack. As a matter of fact, I did have somebody that I met. I can't remember how I met him. Actually, it was on Twitter, and he's just one of those people that trade. And I asked him, "How is it that you found out about Swarm City?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "I found out about the SWAT tokens, right?" So he's a trader, and I invited him into the Slack. I'm actually meeting him in person in the next couple days. However, if he goes into the trading channel, again, anybody, doesn't matter who you are, you're going to want to be able to have things posted there about trading as defined by the channel purpose. Same thing, communications extended. I know that was defined, and that has a specific purpose. Same thing with Business Hive. That has a specific purpose. So it has nothing to do with about individual people, has nothing to do with about their opinions, has nothing to do about their ideas. It's just a place for people to be able to go that come in from the outside, right, that are they're seeking information. So any project, and I am in a lot of Slacks, quite a bit of Slacks, and they all have channels. And sometimes in the beginning, depending on the project's background or whatever, people might get, I don't want to, well, I'm going to say off track, and it has nothing to do with banning people. It has nothing to do with trying to stop the flow of communication. It's trying to streamline the flow of communication. Remember, there's people that come in, and there's people that go out. And like any community, gosh, I'm going to go back, way back to, not that this matters, but I used to be a general manager for Friendly's. I'm going to go back to you ready for this? 1978. When I was a manager trainee, right? We had a training tool that was like a little box that we were supposed to write about our experience in there. And it fit about 140 characters. Imagine that. So we had to be very specific about that. Now I could say, today, maybe there would be probably a Slack channel. Yeah, because that would be, and be like, hey, I want you to communicate about something specific so that I can go in and go out and be able to respond to the specific, topic, etc. So, people can create. Same thing with Facebook groups. Hey guys, I was part of Lyft. I mentored almost 1,000 people, and again, that doesn't mean anything. Although it The only thing that it means in communication standpoint is that I answered a lot of questions. I was the quote-unquote administrator of a lot of Facebook groups, if you will. And in my lifetime, I've actually been paid by some pretty big companies to administrate their Facebook groups. Now, people come in and, trolling is... there's nothing wrong with trolling, but trolling means that you're just in there to seek information. Nothing wrong with that, etc. Go in, find the proper place to seek a specific question to a specific answer. It's not about whether or not you like this or like that. Remember, guys, this is a project, and for a project to move forward, right, we need to stay focused. And like I said, I'm in and out of every single one of them because I'm a butterfly and I like to feel the pulse and the beat of the people. But it is definitely not, whether it be a group or whatever. So thank God that there are channels that can focus. Because I know, well, actually, not only do I know, my friend Josh, who joined the trading channel, and again, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to use the specific information. If he just went in randomly and saw the recent comments, he'd be like, I thought this was supposed to be about trading, right? This doesn't seem to be about the purpose. And again, nothing to do with control, it's the purpose. As a matter of fact, you can even, I'm going to suggest that we have a, channel, that we have a channel about transactions, how to make transactions happen and help with how to make transactions on our current boardwalk. Remember, we got to make things happen with what we got at the present. This is, this is Alpha. This is just a project, and I'm very proud to be part of this project, and I want to be able to make things move forward. So nothing's personal. A project isn't personal. It's just being able to gather people in one place to help move it forward. But one thing I do want to address in trading, maybe I'll write this down, is that because I've seen this posted a lot of different places. I knew about the ICO. I was involved all the way back in the beginning with Arcade City, et cetera. I didn't invest, but I got to tell you guys, people that are, and again, not saying that people don't know, but I don't think that they do know. A lot of money was put in the ICO by people that were just simply regular investors, crypto investors. So don't think for one moment that it was put in by that. The amount of quote-unquote rideshare drivers that invested is just a fractional type of a thing. Doesn't mean that each person's input isn't important, but as far as driving the price, a lot of people are just in and out of it for the quick buck. It bothers me because I'm involved, because I like the whole hashtag blockchain, et cetera, et cetera. But I accept that, so I'll take them anyways. So that's it. That's my story, Morning Glory. And hey, I'll catch you in the Slack, maybe on Facebook. And hey, I'll tell you what, if you help me try to stay focused, big difference between that and control, I'll help too. And I'm hoping I'm going to see you in hopefully a newly created transactions channel and or entrepreneur channel. Later, my friends. Bye.